Yes, Six Wolves, welcome to another episode of Doing It 365, the podcast where I highlight the prominent as well as upcoming entities within the Afro Caribbean space. And today's guest is a trailblazing woman. She is not taking no for an answer. She is coming out in full force to represent for not just the ladies in dancehall, but the entire scene here in the UK. And my guest today is Sasha from UK Dancehall Review. Sasha, thanks for joining me. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. I've never had such an intro. Thank you.
All right, it's only right. It's only right. I'm very, 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 very pleased to have you here because I see the works you're doing, and I am so proud is almost an understatement because it's not easy to come off of your own life, your own schedule, your own self, and pick up what people like to call a passion project, such
Mm.
as creating a platform to elevate, to highlight, to showcase the talent we have here in the UK. Because it's not easy to highlight and showcase talent in general, but especially of our own people and our own kind, and especially in these times where social media is so rampant and busy. We have to give you your flowers from now. So big up
Thank
to you
you.
and thanks to you. But
Thank you.
let's get into a little bit more detail. Why UK Dancehall Review and how did you come about creating the platform?
Okay. So why UK Dancehall Review? It's like there isn't anything like UK Dancehall Review, and I feel like there are lots of platforms and a lot of them are not being highlighted or being recognized, you know. But there could be more and there should be more. How UK Dancehall Review started was actually by accident. Um, I say myself and Vlicious, who I started the UK Dancehall Review with. She was on her way to my house, and I was listening to the belly dancer rhythm, DJ vibes, big up
Mm.
yourself.
Big up, big up.
And
Big up
yeah,
Delicious and big up DJ Wise and the whole CP UK family. Big up, big up.
that's it. The belly dancer rhythm dropped. I was excited. I loved the rhythm. I heard it. I couldn't stop moving. And then I heard some familiar artists on there and some that I didn't know, existed. And I thought, whoa, this is good. Some of them took the rhythm to a different place. Others were staying on the same topic and, same melody and that. And I thought, me and my friend was talking about it, and I said, you know what? When you get here, can we do a review and put it up, our thoughts on this? Because we are a part of dancehall. I'm not an artist, Velicious is, but I love music, I listen to
Mhm.
music every day. Um, like a lot of people. And I thought, let's review this. Reviewed it and posted it on my Instagram. The reaction from the people on social media was amazing. They loved it. They were like, you guys need to do this more. We need this in the UK dancehall scene, etc. And a couple of days later, UK Dancehall Review was born.
See, then nice, simple.
Yeah.
And I am one of the very, very many people that saw it and was like, yo, the woman them
Yeah.
fine. This is so dope. I love it. It was so authentic, so real, so pure, so from the heart. And you can tell you both, even Relicious herself being an artist, she's still giving that broad, honest review and opinion. And you as a music
Yeah.
lover, as a person that goes to events and you host your own events, how you feel and appreciate the music and the artistry is also very important. So it's so beautiful that you're able to encapsulate that so well. So definitely tell me some now of the artists that really stood out for you on that belly dancer rhythm.
So do you know what? I'm gonna say it now, but maybe when you watch the review, it might change a little bit because some songs are growers, But the
Mm-hmm.
artist that did stand out for me straight away off the cuff, like as soon as I heard it, was Birthday IGM and Cutty with Ben Buck, um, and DJ Dio Wine for the DJ, as well
Ah,
as Spooky Brain Tier, Pretty Bounce. Those were my top three, right? And in fact, Pretty Bounce was my actual favorite. I don't hear Pretty Bounce
okay.
getting played much right now. And it's like it's gone to the back of my head. Ben Buck and
Oh.
Wine for the DJ is actually my favorite right now.
Mm.
So it goes to show what's being played by DJs or on the radio, etc., does have an impact on how we feel about a song, you know. But
It's
there
true.
was an artist on there that I really um really didn't know anything about, and I liked him as well. It was Uncle Shax, you know, and
Ah, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
and I've met Uncle Shax recently in person, and I've also done an interview with him in the studio, etc. And I learned a bit more about him as an artist, you know. And hearing him on the rhythm and what he done with it, I was pleasantly surprised. And yeah,
Definitely. So you see, for me, this is what I love about when people can just really express themselves and give the rhythm and tell you how it is. Because, and again, DJs, this is highlighting how important you are, because you see, you can take one of the songs them from being the least played to being the most played and the most requested. So it's
hmm,
important. Artists and DJs want to have to work together and push out the whole thing. So again, shouts out to all the artists you mentioned. For me, the songs and the rhythm that really stood out for me, Beanie G Video Light, but aforementioned wine for the DJ, because a long time nobody not tell the girl them for wine for the DJ still. Cause when you tell them that, them going, I don't know wine for wine, babes. You see me? Big up birthday and cut, you be putting in the works for years. Uncle Shax is an artist like yourself. I've recently learned about. I didn't even realize like when I see him in real life, I'm like, hold on, you are Uncle Shax? I hear yourself we play on my SoundCloud every day. You got enough inabilities, hey, you got enough inability. Yo, really bad. So big up to all
yeah.
the artists, pushing through everything. And again, have to big up to DJ Vibes for sitting down and creating such a masterpiece, I have to say, because it's not easy to give yourself time to sit down and create something that is so appreciated and can grow. And when you hear it on some big system, serious works. Let's
Also,
move
it's
on to
important that I do say another song that we
yes.
didn't get to review because I didn't know that it was a part of it. I only found out after when Super Nitro DM'd me and said, "Hey, you didn't review my song, Super Nitro."
Ah, yes.
Questions, questions.
Questions.
After I heard that song, I had
Questions.
so much fun with that song. You know, that is actually one of my favorite on the belly dancer rhythm as well. So yeah, big up yourself, Super
So it could be like
Nitro.
the whole rhythm is your favorite now because you
I
name about four
know.
songs which is your favorite. But you see, this is what I'm saying. When a rhythm good, you see when music good, it just good. You see, when artists just deliver, them just deliver.
That's
So,
it.
again, for artists that are watching, please, please, please work, sit down, take your time with the music, and it will pay off. It will come through and shine through. So, is it safe to say that the artists you've mentioned are some of the artists you are, considering your favorites or artists to watch out for 2021?
I think definitely all of the artists that I've mentioned are artists that should definitely people should keep their eyes out for because since the Belly Dancer Rhythm, they've dropped projects, not just one, multiple projects since then. And obviously, the Belly Dancer Rhythm is still hot, but they got other projects
Yes.
going on and it's different to the Belly Dancer Rhythm. Definitely, there are lots of talent in the UK that people need to keep their eyes peeled for. I'm excited about it. So yeah.
I I agree with you wholeheartedly. Let us know now how UK Dancehall Review intends to for the rest of the year. Because you might not want to give you the whole of your secrets and your plans just yet. But for the rest of 2021, especially like how we're coming up into summer now, how does UK Dancehall Review intend to really bring the artists to the forefront?
All right. So I won't give everything away, but one of the ways that UK Dancehall Review intends to bring the artists more to the forefront is by reviewing their songs. Every time I get an opportunity to give an artist a shout out or to promote a project that's going on, like currently, Shanty Force and Miss Bandy drop Repeat. I absolutely love that song. I literally have it on repeat in my house. We've recently reviewed Cotty 876 EP live, which is mad. The review will be dropping Tuesday on UK Dancehall Review page. That's on repeat. When I'm in the car, that's what I listen to. I listen to Cotty 876 EP. In my house, it's Miss Bandy, because the EP is like 10 tracks on it. I listen to it and it does me for the whole journey. So I like to highlight the artists, and anywhere I go, I speak about them so other people can be aware of them because there are even lots more talent in the UK that I don't know about. I want to know about those. I want to go to Birmingham, Bristol, Leeds, everywhere in the UK that has UK dancehall artists. I want to be there. I want to be present and I want to bring them all in one place.
I love that. I love that. You mentioned Miss Bandy, so let's get into something that I feel is such a almost a touchy subject, but we have to speak on it. The
Okay.
women in the space. how is UK Dancehall Review really going to push them further and ahead? Because there have been ladies such as Lady Danger, Little Keish, just to name a few, who have been in the scene, in the industry for years now, and I feel like they don't get enough of the glory that they should, because they've done some amazing things and they've created some amazing pieces of work. So how will you and your UK Dancer Review team bring them to more to the forefront in this heavy social media era?
Okay, there's only so much UK Dancehall Review can do, and I don't want anyone to be under the conception that UK Dancehall Review is the hero. We're going to save the day. Yes, we're
Mm,
doing our bit, and we're glad that people acknowledges that, but we all need to work as a team to push the ladies and the men to the forefront, because when talent is talent, that alone isn't always the answer. Like they say, hard work does beat talent. So the artists have to put in the work. The DJs have to do the thing. The radio, everybody, the patron, the promoters, everybody has to do their bit. But where UK Dancehall Review is concerned is that we will definitely be highlighting, celebrating. We want to even do award ceremonies to give these artists accolades for the things that they've done,
you hear
In
that? It's one of the
regards to the
secret them
female,
see one of the secret them they drop now. Reward
that
ceremony comes to
there
artists.
you
Make
go,
sure say uno projects them on point and make sure say
right.
uno PR kit ready. So when UK Dancer Review send for you and tell us that you've been nominated and we need some PR press photos on all these things, make sure say you have your PR person on
That's
board ready
it.
to send off the press kit one time and you're prompt and on time for the show.
Yeah, that's it. So obviously with the review as well, we like to give artists pointers. We're different to a lot of review shows in the sense that it's not always positive, because in life not everything is positive, and
Exactly.
every nothing is positive all the way through. There's always room for improvement. And that's the basis of UK Dancehall Review. Sometimes it might be, oh, that was harsh, but it is what it is. We're saying what some people are thinking. And I feel like some artists, most of them, have taken on what we've said and has said thank you. And in their next project, they're like, hopefully you can see a difference, etc. And there has been growth and improvement. So that's that.
That's dope. I want to ask, as well, mentioning that about, giving the reviews and the pointers and tips. Do you feel sometimes you have to hold back when you're giving reviews with some artists because you're not familiar with them, whereas with some artists because you are familiar with them, it's easy for you to say, "Yo, fix this or work on this, work on that." Because let's be honest, dancehall is a very bravado, proud scene, genre of music, and everybody in them feelings to an extent. So, do you find sometimes it's a bit, awkward for you to say to really give someone the advice you really want to give them without coming across as condescending?
No.
All right, cool. Simple
Not
as
at
that.
all.
Good, good.
Because I feel like if I'm going to say something to you, yes, you might receive it in a different way. You might not understand my intention, but that's okay. At the end of it, if it's a week later, a month later, a year later, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you're honest with yourself, you'd agree with me. But in that moment, I'm not here to be liked. I'm also not here to be hated. I'm just here to be honest and to help push the scene forward. And in order for me to push it forward, I need to be 100% honest.
That's true. That's true. I love that. I love that. I'm not here to be liked, but I'm not here to be hated. Sometimes it's hard to balance that. It's
Hmm.
very hard to balance that, especially when, for example, someone like yourself or myself, where we've been in this space for long. We used to go to the party there. We used to go Fridge. We used to go Ivory Arch, Medusas, Coronet,
Yes.
here and there, and everywhere. All the parties, granaries, Magnum Fridays, and it's almost like after you've been doing the partying for a few years, you build up a rapport, you build up you know, a camaraderie with the scene, and it's like you don't want to step on anybody's toe because people have them ego and their private at the same time. You don't want to overhelp somebody because then it feel like you're forcing yourself on them, so to
Yeah.
speak. So it is a tricky line to walk for sure. What do you think the scene is missing?
Hmm. It's missing lots of things, but there are lots of things that's also present. So instead of how I look at it is, I don't really want to focus on what's missing. I want to focus on what's actually here that's not being utilized, because I feel
Okay,
like that's what the main problem is. It's not the only problem, but for me, it's the main problem. People
I
will
like
say,
that.
yeah,
Elaborate.
that's it. People will say the DJs are not promoting us, the radio is not playing our song, but you, my friend, has the tool to do that yourself, but you're not doing it. So
Mm,
when you're worried about what someone else is not doing for you, you need to focus on what you actually have access to. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. There's so many. There was a time when we didn't have all of these platforms to showcase talent for people to know who you are. A lot of artists I find don't use these tools, but they will attack a DJ or someone else for not pushing their projects forward when them themselves are not using all the platform. So what it's not what's missing, it's what's here, but it's not being utilized.
that's properly. Speaking of the different platforms,
Mm-hmm.
I want to play what they call devil's advocate and say something now in defense of the artist them now. If me born in a certain era and I'm of a certain age now,
Mm-hmm.
am I really going to be privy to all these platforms? Am I really going to want to be utilizing or using? Do I even know how to use all these platforms? But just master Facebook, but know YouTube, but know about SoundCloud, and I have IG. Me not have Twitter, me
Mm-hmm.
not have Snapchat, me not have
Yeah.
TikTok, me not have Pandora, me not have this, me not have that. Do I do I need to bombard myself or spread myself that thin? Like, where's how is there some kind of coaching? Because it must be overwhelming if you're an
Mm-hmm.
artist now and you've come from, say, you've been an artist for 5 years, 6 years. Remember, most of these apps platforms have only been around for 5 to 10 years. So
Mm-hmm.
you've been doing music from before. So sometimes it's like, how do I transition? Is it
Right.
do you think it's that easy to transition over from, all right, I'm gonna send across the my man over there, so I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna put it up on SoundCloud, and then yeah,
Okay.
easy. So
So
what are your views on that?
So, like you said, you've got access to some of them you don't. Again, it's what you have access to. Are you utilizing those first of all? If you are, then kudos to you. You're on the right play, you're on the right track. If not, then what's the point of learning the other ones then? Right? Now, for those people that you say, oh, they've been doing music for so long and all of these new technologies hard to keep up. But for people, the millennials, they have to learn how to use these devices as well. So it's not like they were born with it in their head. They have to learn that because even Twitch, I'm getting used to Twitch, and everybody has to. You just
Mm,
have to keep moving with the time. Don't be stuck in the thing of, well, oh, it's technology. I can't be bothered with technology. If that's your choice, that's okay. But it's not because you started music ages ago. It's because you don't want to spend the time to learn something new. And as an artist, you have to invest time and money. You have to be committed to it. You have to train like a footballer. So part of your training is learning the tools that are here that's going to help to push your music forward, which is the
I
platform.
love the analogy there. I love the
Yeah.
analogy there. Artists, producers, music managers, music manager team, if you're not watching
Yeah.
this right now, please, if you don't take anything else away from this episode, this interview, take away that. This is a business of consistent training. It's like a footballer. Them
Hmm.
always a train every day. Or when them no want to train, them have to train. So when
Yeah.
them go to the World Cup or them go to the UEFA final, them perform top standard. Top standard definitely.
Yep.
So I love that. The Twitch, the TikToks, the Snapchats. Um, let's now speak on the ladies in the scene because you're a woman in the scene. You've seen it. You're very present. You're a woman that also has the connections. You bring women together with your events. How are you planning to continue that now? And are you working closely with any artists that are women first and foremost?
Right. So in regards to the female topic, yes, I do push a lot of women forward. But also I do so with the men. So it's not just a preferential thing of the females, etc. I might be a bit more louder. It might sound louder to you when I'm cheering for the female because not a lot of people cheer for the female. So you'll hear the odd voice and it will stand out, you know amongst the yes, this dude, this man, the man bad. When you hear yes, the female bad, I'm gonna be extremely loud because if I'm in a, do you know what I mean? So it's not that I've chosen to just highlight the female, and I'm not working with any female closely in regards. In fact, I'll tell you, there are a few artists since starting UK Dancehall Review that has my number, and I've got their number, and they'll send me stuff and say, "What do you think about this? Oh, I'm trying to do a video.
Yes.
What's your idea on the video, etc." And I tell you, the majority of them are men. It's not the female. But there are a couple females that do ask for my advice on, oh, I don't really like doing this, I don't like doing that, I don't want people to think this of me, and without saying any name, um how do I ask them like to pay me for my service? And I'm like, you need to be paid because that's your gift that God has blessed you with. And this is what I want to say to a lot of
All
artists,
right.
male and female. God has blessed you with a gift, and part of your job is to share it with us. But also, whilst you're sharing that, you have to live. If they're making money, you should be making money. You shouldn't feel any way to say, this is my price. It's your craft. They respect you enough to ask you to perform. They should respect you enough to at least negotiate a reasonable price, you know?
Price.
So I do speak to a few people that because in dancehall scene, they don't like people saying, oh, she's begging me money or she's asking me for money. It's about putting the words together and letting people know I am asking you for money. I'm not ashamed of it because, hey, you're asking me to showcase my talent.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
Mm-hmm.
get ready, especially for the female, get their hair done, their nails done, their clothes, all of that kind of stuff. It's nobody's problem. But at the same time, it's my problem. And if I'm going to help you with yours, you got to help me with mine.
Exactly. Especially like there's an artist who I remember from the Dexter Daps concert last year in February. Tana Kimon or
Tana Kimon,
Tana
yeah.
Tana Kimon, yeah. Me say when Tana Kimon come out,
Hmm.
stage presence and the outfit. Me say, hola, who this? The quick back of the people and them. Me say, who that? I forgot forward and look because energy,
Yeah,
prowess, farmers, and then outfit bad too. So I said, oh, no, this. And then when we take a stock a look now, and my brethren is our designer for the
cool.
clothes, Shanti
Okay.
Tamara. So Mr. Ratted, all of that you design that? Yeah, Mr. Okay, right. So here now we have everybody connected up and say, boss, are you back? She said, oh. So big up Shanti Tamara. And again, you're right when you say that the ladies now have to, ladies, you have to put your contracts in place. Ladies, you have to get management in place. And if you want, hit up UK Dancehall Review and begin what they call consultancy arrangements, where you sit down, you have a plan for a project or a single, and then work together to work that project and single. When they can do that, when they can literally do what the record labels do, but just
Yeah.
on a smaller scale for just a single or an EP, and say, all right, let's go through some ideas of how we can best package and market this. We're going to get some stylists in PR, this person, that person, radio pluggers. We're going to talk to some promoters, some
Yeah.
festival creators, so on and so forth. So, ladies, don't be shy and just drop the contract. You see, when you come and you say, all right, here's our next tip too. If you don't have management yet, create your own management. Be your own management. Create a whole
Perfect.
separate email, yeah, and tell people, listen, if you want to book me, that's the email. Speak to my management over there or my booking agent. And even though it's literally you, but you're just on your laptop now with your glasses on so and your t-shirt and you pretend like you're your own manager. Yeah, do that
Yeah.
because you see when you take yourself out of the conversation like that and you make it a different angle for the conversation in terms of money, it's so much easier because there's no personal feelings, there's no
True.
emotions to it. That's a tip that I learned on Clubhouse. That's another platform that I feel like where it's beneficial, but can a lot of the time on Clubhouse can be wasted because you can sit up on Clubhouse for hours and lament and a moan and a grumble or something, and you're not actively networking and building on the advice and information that is available to you. So that's a tip there for the
Yeah.
artists up and coming or even established. Create your own management. Let's say info at or bookings at and then put your name, Cutty 876 or Tani Kamon or Tana Kimon, whatever, and then boom, you create it like
That's
that,
it.
it's your price, and also you know yourself. So be prepared for the negotiation as well, because you have to
Yeah.
consider your travel, you're getting ready. You have to pay your stylist, don't it? You have to pay your hairdresser, don't it? You have to have petrol to get there and back because you're not going to on bus. Yeah,
Exactly.
artists,
Hmm.
you can't go to on bus. If you're not driving yourself, somebody's going to drive you, or you're going to take Bolt or Uber, so somebody have to get paid to take you there and back. So you need to account for, and then you need to account for your craftsmanship, your on the stage, what are you doing and for how long? Are you doing one song? Are you hosting? Are you presenting on the night? What are you doing? And then you will negotiate your price depending on what you're doing and for how long for. So people don't be shy and please, it's all a matter of asking. Like you said, people are saying they're afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. The most the person can either do is give you some advice or say, you know what, I don't really know it, but check that person here. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think is such a beautiful thing about UK Dancehall Review. It's now giving people the platform who might be afraid to reach to the upper echelon radio pluggers and people
Yeah,
like the Shawnee Bees or the Gully Bees or the Rasquamis or the DJ Nates or the DJ D's or the Flag Songs and say, hold on, you know what? We know Sasha enough. Let me ask Sasha, me pinch her and ask her a thing and you take it from there and then you can build and then Sasha can say, you know what? All right, we've taken you to this level now. We can now pass you on to the next level and then we want to see the journey elevate.
that's
And
it.
I feel like that is what you're working towards most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So who are some of the women in this space that you're really loving the songs that they've made so far? Because I really want to highlight the woman them in this. So who are some of the woman
Well,
artists that you say, yeah, right now, as you hear them song, you're just getting a mood. Like how when ladies hear Shensia certain song, they just getting a mood, you see me?
so in the UK dancehall scene, the females for me that I get excited about and that, um, Lady Danger. You
Mm,
can't talk about UK dancehall and the female without saying Lady Danger, And a lot of people always say, "Oh, she's been around for long, she's a veteran," and that's not the reason why I'm saying that. It's because she puts in the work. Yes, that's okay. She's been here long, but she puts in the work. She gives us quality. She keeps evolving. So it's Lady Danger, Little Quiche, V-Licious, Shorty Shan, who's a fairly new artist, I believe. Indie, Song Assurance is one of my top 10 favorite in the UK right now. Um, I'm going to take it outside of London for a hot minute and talk about
please
some of the
do.
artists that I've met during the lockdown, virtually and physically. Miss Bandy, okay? Miss Bandy, get excited when I hear her voice because she DJ, she sing, she does a lot, she dances as well, okay?
Yeah,
Um,
multi-talented.
there you go. Miss Bandy, Pretty X, who has done Ice Cream, a song produced by Epic Jones, um, Clear Angel Music, and Queen Kaylin. She was on the Magnum Friday showcase. I think London was introduced to her from the Magnum Friday showcase, and her and her peer Beans Jackson took the show for me. And my special guest
Mm,
reviewers say they took the show, that peer took the show as well. So those are some of the females that I feel like, yes, I'm really excited about seeing, and that will push UK dancehall a bit further. And people watching this, please let me know. Get at me on Instagram or here on YouTube and let me know if any female artist anywhere in the UK, I don't care. Wales, it doesn't matter. It's UK dance, or if it's not London, it's not England, anywhere in the UK, we'll get there. I don't mind traveling. We'll get there for the
mm.
talent. We'll put together something. I want to know these artists, male and female.
All right. You see, like you just mentioned that now, I want to
Yeah.
remind people the links to her pages will be in the description box below. So please click them. The Instagram links, if there's a website, everything will be all below in the description box. So people, take this opportunity, stop what you're doing right now, and one, share this video to somebody. I want you to share this video to somebody. Share this video to an aspiring artist who needs the motivation, who needs the advice, who needs the guidance, who needs a little encouragement. See it, we're giving you the platform, the space opportunity to really hear some wisdom and then go and seek and build and elevate yourself. So go and share this video
Yeah.
right now, please. Two, I want you to click the notification bell and the subscription bell as well. Subscribe because this is an amazing channel where you're going to get and learn more information. And three, if you're loving the video, click like. Just make sure you click like because our big things are going over here. All right. Click like. Yeah, man. This is Doing It
Yeah.
365 podcast with Forever Sasha and Sir Influential. Make a talk now about what he said what the artists are doing now and what they can do to uplift and better themselves. I feel like the artists now need to be even more unified and come together and put on them own showcases and shows and be seen more together. Because when you look at, for example, the hip hop people, You see, for the most part, there's some unity there. When you look at the Afrobeats people, them, you see there's a bit of unity there as well. Dancehall here in the UK, it's a small thing where there's a small speck in the bigger pool of dancer, but we have some real authentic and strong quality. And even when you think of reggae, a lot of the reggae that you love and enjoy is yes, I making up. It's made here in London, here in Birmingham, all
Mm.
over the UK, make, and then it's pushed out to the world. Where you think it's from Jamaica, when these times it's here in the UK, make. So one of the things I would love to encourage people is do IG lives together, as we've been seeing it as well. Like I said, the IG lives, do some showcases and performance tips. Don't be afraid to tell an next person, yo, try this or try that. What are
Hmm.
some of the things that you would recommend for people to be doing as well?
Um, it's funny you said about doing more united shows, etc. And unity is a beautiful thing. I always hear people say there's no unity in dancehall, and I beg to differ. On a large scale, there is unity. Like us communicating right now, that's unity. We're having a
Exactly.
conversation about it, whether people take it on board or not, we're still unified. Um, I'm going to disagree with that a little bit though about them doing all these shows together because I'm tired of those shows where I'm seeing lots of showcases happen during the lockdown where I'm seeing the same artists doing etc. I want to see more artists go out there in their own light and put on their own shows. I want to say,
Mm,
hey, I'm going to a birthday IGM concert tonight. Okay. You can have an opening act. Miss Bandy could be the opening act or whoever, but I want to see each artist move in their own light for a hot minute, because they can do it. They have so many songs. There's so many songs that the artists have. Big Zeeks is one, for example, just dropping songs all the time. Him and his team, you got Shanty Force, Styler British, Varara, Sidan, that we recently found out about are doing all these projects together. I want to see single projects. I want them to put on a single concert. It could be an hour. It could even be on IG Live. An artist, Young
mm,
Saber, done something like that where he introduced people to his house, invited people to his house, and done a show and asked them to pay £10. Right? You could watch it for free, but I paid £10 because I love the idea. And I'm like, it's only £10. Studio costs money. Studio
try
time
it.
costs money. So
Exactly.
when I see these shows, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, what are they going to do different? I want the artists to do things on their own sometimes as well. Do your collaborations, yes, but show the people. And me, I know. I want to hear, like, I
Mm,
could listen to Cotty's EP in my car and go through different moods whilst I'm listening to that. I want one artist to take me on a musical journey.
in real life, in
Yeah,
live, in a proper setting. Yeah, I respect that. I love that. And there's the venues there for it as well. Or there's the
yeah.
studio spaces. So yeah, that's dope. And people
Or your
don't take this
house.
advice lightly. Or your
Or your
house.
house.
But
Yeah.
again, obviously some people might be like, I don't want too much people in my house. But again, it's still an option. You have the option.
What? They don't
This is
need
what this
people in their
is.
house for that. They don't. You just need the necessary people, the camera people to do it. You don't it's not a concert like that because outside isn't fully open as yet. It's a live that you're putting on, but it's you alone. You could do your costume change. You can have a little,
Yes.
you can have a host at there whilst you're doing change of light, change of costume, etc. They can do it.
That's true. That's true. And then, like you say, you just charge people to I look at £5 or £10 to come and watch the stream.
Mm.
See, there's all who never have no idea for do a show. UK Dance
There you
Review have
go.
guys just given you your first show idea. Please make sure you send our credits and you drop our change to, yeah, because she'll give you some
Yes.
gems right now. She'll give you some gems right now for sure. What do you say to people when they say the UK dancehall artists lack creativity or they all sound the same or the woman them all say the same thing? What do you say to that?
Okay. So when people say the UK dancehall scene lacks creativity, it's a fair point because if you don't feel like what art is supposed to do is to make you feel different things, right? And one song, you might sing a song this way and you meant it this way. Everybody is going to have a different feeling toward the song, and that's okay. So if somebody said they're lacking creativity, it's a fair point, but also insert some suggestions on how you think they can be more creative. Don't just say they lack creativity and leave it there. The female sounding the same or singing about the same topic, um, that worries me a little bit, because females only get listened to in UK dancehall scene or in the dancehall scene because it's they're female because sex sells, right? The topic that people want to hear about is sex, how they're gonna do this and that way. Unless you're like Coffee or Layla, where you do a song and your melodies shine through, you're adamant, you're clear on who you are as an artist. I feel like when you're clear on who you are as an artist, people take it or leave it, they'll appreciate it. But when you're like, okay, I'm just going to do this because this is what they want to hear, but this isn't who I really am, people, when music lovers aren't stupid, we can see right through
Mm, mm,
it.
mm.
Just keep it
I'm glad you said
100.
that.
Yeah, keep
I'm
it
glad you said
100
that.
with you are. If you want to sing reality songs, do sing the reality songs, but let them know it's you. This is who you are.
Say it's true talk you're saying, and I made you go ahead and say that because I wanted to say that I agree with you. I feel like that's just a counterproductive statement that
Mm,
some very narrow-minded people make, because when you look at a lot of the artists, some of their biggest songs is about sex. So
yeah,
why do one of them can't come and sing about the sex stuff, and both men and women artists enjoy it, fan base enjoy it, and feel that yeah, this is bad. This, for example, we all know one artist who forever sing about sex, and him show them how to sell off, Mr.
yeah.
Dapper Dan.
Hmm.
So the man was told, don't DJ no badness tune, just sing and sing for the girls. And the man said, no man, man said, no, sing and sing for the girl, man. It shot him. It don't mean say him don't have it, because you know
Hmm.
have the song them and you hear him DJ them, but it's what works and is what comes best to you. I feel like artists need to not be afraid to experiment, and like I said, do a
Yeah.
reality. And there's a new artist now called Yaksta. You have a song called Ambition.
Hmm.
It's not no sex song. Whole part the realest, the conscious dancer, like they say, because it's almost like conscious dancer is just the second hand brother or the half brother of reggae. It's like it's not reggae, but because the beat is different, but it's on that same
Yeah.
message line. So it's very dope to see them. We have things like rather up on the hillside. Na, 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 na. Like, so you
Yeah.
have big songs like that where you can grow after that, and you can get big after that, and you don't need to limit yourself. Like, and like you said, the music lovers will know and tell, and the music lovers want music that is relatable. Like, I know every day I want to have sex, and every day I want to drink and party and braff and
Right.
feel nice.
I
No,
want you to tell
sometimes
me
I have
about
to
my
do some
struggles. I want you
shit.
to tell me as an
Yeah.
artist, you know that I couldn't pay this bill this day and how I was feeling and how you overcome that. I want to listen to a song and feel like when I'm having a bad day, it's not sex alone that can fix it. Because sex is just like a band-aid over a bullet wound. We want to know some real thing that's happening, some deep stuff. So yeah,
Exactly. It's not just weed or the NSC or and even that.
yeah,
There's so much more to the music, and again, I feel like this is something that I think UK Dance Review in your efforts that you've been doing so far. When you're giving your pointers, I'm sure you're gonna be telling people like, "Yo, try this, try that. Give me a song that's about something that me and my kids can listen and say, say we can
yeah.
work with that." It's like why my mother loves Sister, Black Woman and Child. She says she will go and see him anytime, anywhere. She saw him in the Gambia, and he sang that song, and they will hold her hand and sing it.
Oh
And
yeah,
and then Sister will give you a song, Big Lam gonna run up on them, except triple. Then will give
yeah.
you a pump up. So if Sister
Right there
can
you
give you
go.
the three different flavor them and more, because you don't know, say Sister's a man him write books or songs a month. Artists wanna have the blueprint. You have no excuse. But we're not
Mm,
saying that you must, be copycats and continue to do the same thing that you've heard before. No, come with your own unique spin-off, but the template is there. You see me?
mhm.
The template is most certainly there for the artist to grow. And if when you look at here in the UK, you have artists like Gappy Ranks, massive, massive artists globally. How
Yeah.
much of the song them is about sex?
Mm,
You understand?
exactly.
So it's all about that, and it's all about, even you look at artists like Styler G, how he's transitioned, he's gone from doing the dancer, which is what inspired the garage and the grime, and
Mm,
then now him coming on him finding melody and him way now onto this current sounding dancehall that is working and thriving, and you have touchdown, dumpling, too hot, bam bam, all these kind of songs. So I feel
yeah.
like the artists here as well should look around them and look and say, you know what? See the talent here, see the front runners them here, and I'm gonna emulate and emulate in a way that makes sense, because It's only right. And like you said, take the pointers, do the hard work, and just be consistent. Do you feel like though? Do you feel like some of the artists them are impatient? I think with again back to the social media age. Do you feel like some of the artists them want quick the quick gratification, the quick glory, they want it no, them don't want to put in 3 years of work or 5 years or even 10 years of work. They want it within 6 months or a year.
A lot of them are like that, a lot of them. And it's because in my opinion, I feel like a lot of them just see the pretty side of being an artist and not knowing that you have to put in the work, you know? And it's like, oh, I want to wear the flash clothes. I want to have the Hennessy. I want to this. This is why a lot of them use those things in their videos because they're showing a life that they want to live, you know? But in order to do that, a lot of those songs, even if you listen to them when they're like, my flash car, my watch, my this got bear girls, etc. I can't remember one of the songs taking you on a journey of how they got to the point of having these fabulous things. It's always,
Mm.
I got this, I got that, even though we know a lot of them don't have it. But it would be really good to remember that you don't just come by these things overnight. It's like a child, a baby, even. It takes 9 months, right? And even then, each stages, they grow, they change, they teeth. You give them soft food, you give them solid food, it's milk, etc. But a lot of artists I find they want to start the music and think, the song are bad. My friends like it, so that means it's a hit. It's gone with the road, etc. I'm a star. I'm a big. No, nobody can talk to me, Ray Tay Tay. But at the
Mm.
same time, you even find the best of the artists in the game, the icons that are still growing, still evolving. You know. But I find with the UK dancehall scene, or even dancehall in general, artists want to do the pretty bits and feel like they could turn up to events late. They can do this and that, and yo,
On
because
it.
it's the attitude to be rebellious. Dancehall culture is to be rebellious, but when you're trying to make a business out of music, it's not about being a rebel. It's about being a business person with your passion.
That's true. Business person with your passion. See again, hold on, I have to stop. Thank you for that. Yeah. I just whole heap of gems here, people who taking this in. Stop and stick up in and take that in. Make that marinate in your skin a little bit, people. Being a business person with your passion. Dancehall is about rebellion. Yes, we know say come from them era, them energy, them vibes there, and that cultural, communication and social
Mm.
advocacy and commentary. Definitely true. Definitely true. And I feel like there's so much that the UK dancer artists can talk about to hear about the struggles. What
Yes.
about when you come from Jamaica, come to England, and you have to imagine seeing your own culture regurgitated to you in a different way and processing that and still being authentic to you, but still having to participate in this culture that is replicating you
Right.
to almost to your demise
That's
sometimes.
actually a really good point that you done there, Sir Influential, because yes, they could talk about lots of things, but I didn't even think about the immigration journey, being an immigrant in the UK. There's so many things because we hear about sex, we hear about people not taking care of their mothers. You know, we have some themes in music or in dancehall that we know people like to talk about. But hearing that struggle right there, we don't hear about that a lot. And on here on YouTube, I've actually got a YouTube channel, same name here, forever_Sasha. I did a video where I was giving some tips on people that's coming to visit the UK on how they should act because it's different in Jamaica to the UK, etc. They queue for the bus. In Jamaica, you don't really do that. There are things that are different. In a song, an artist can create a song and explain some of these things that people that are in Jamaica that's looking to come to the UK could be like, don't you remember that when the song
Yeah.
said, you know what I mean? It's relatable.
Yes.
Even if you haven't lived it yet, when you're about to live it, or you kind of get an insight of what the UK has to offer from a different perspective.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I'm looking forward to seeing how UK Dancer Review grows and develops and the artists that are going to be coming and giving their testimonies because it's going to be testimonies to say, yo, watch Sasha. Sasha helped me, Sasha mentor me, Sasha coach me, she guide me, just give me some tips. The whole team, because I'm sure it's not just you one alone working on UK Dancer Review. We got Vinicius again, and it's a beautiful this is a beautiful moment. It's definitely something that I want to encourage the artists that are watching this now or the managers. Please, any advice, any tips you want, any suggestions, hit us up. Our links will be below the description box. Share this video as well. Share it, share it, share it. And of course, make sure you subscribe. I have to remind you because when you sit down and
Yeah.
just watch this, and don't subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And if you're
Just
enjoying what
click
we
that red
say,
button, make that red word gray. Just click it. You don't have to go anywhere. Just press it. Try it. Mm-hmm.
right now,
Yeah.
just do that. Just do that.
But you
People,
mentioned that it's not just me that's a part of UK Dancer Review, and that is true. And it's not just V either. There's another girl that recently joined the team a week ago or so, Carlene Buzz, that does the review with us sometimes as well.
lovely.
But we're expanding UK Dancer Review because, as you know, it's a lot going on in the UK dancehall scene. With outside being open again, there's so many things, and we want to be everywhere. We want to catch everything because, I feel
Yes,
like it all should be celebrated. So we're expanding the
yes,
team. There are a few more people that's involved in the team, but they're not on camera, you know.
yes,
And
yes, yes.
even we say this, Velicious was the one that said it actually in a review, is that UK Dancehall Review is our show. Everybody, not just us. We are at the front of it. I edit the videos, etc. And I do all of these things, but at the same time, what we do is off what is happening in the UK dancehall scene. You said that people could hit us up for suggestions or ideas or advice. We like to take advice and suggestions as well. So if there's anything that you guys feel like UK Dancehall Review could do better, because somebody made a suggestion about doing a charts kind of thing, and I appreciate that. So we welcome any ideas and suggestion because we want to do this together. It's not about Sasha or Velicious or just UK Dancehall Review. As you see, it's about the whole of us, all of us. That's it.
110%. So I want to take this, and like I mentioned, the projects that are coming out, I have to shout
Mm.
out the recent projects. We got BJ Nate and Bashman Party Records with the Love Dreams Rhythm. That's
Woo!
out now, crazy. The Jours and that. Who else is on that? I
Trey
believe Birthday is
Blue.
on that. Trey Blue is on that. Big up Trey Blue. Trey Blue is an artist I really respect. Big up the whole Flames Radio team as well.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Blue. That artist is she bad because she do a song with IQ last year, Instructions. Big up IQ as well, him just drop Makeup Sex. Big up Super Nitro, him just drop Wild and Freaky with Jaguar the Champ from Barbados. Big up who else drop tell me some people who else drop just because I forgotten anybody. Who else
So
drop something?
Miss Bandy and Shanty as well is on that. They've dropped their song Repeat, and that's
Yes,
my
yeah.
song of the week. I usually have a song of the week. Every live I go in, I play the song, and it's my song of the week. This week is Shanty and Bandy, Miss Bandy Repeat. Guys, check it out. Um,
Ah,
DJ Dio dropped his video
Peekaboo.
yesterday. Peekaboo.
Yes.
Um,
Mm.
so that those are two projects that are out at the minute. We've also got Velicious herself is dropping her first video. She's been doing this for a while. Her first video on the 3rd of May for a song, Me and
So check
You.
it out.
We got Big Zeke's got projects. He's announcing something tomorrow at 11 o'clock. You know,
Yes.
um,
So
there's an
check out Big
official.
Instagram.
There's so many things that's going on. It's like he's got there's so many things coming from Big Zeke's side of things. Styler British, Mr. I don't know if I can swear here, but Mr. Pussy man, Watchman is dropping soon as well. There's so much going on that I can't even remember everything. And Birthday IGM also is on the rhythm, as well as Cotty 876 on the Love Dreams rhythm with their song Big Mood and Play. There's so much. Guys,
So
there is
much.
so much going on.
If if you can't tell me say you don't have new music to enjoy this bank holiday weekend, you cannot tell me that for sure. And please, as we get ready for outside to open up in about 6 weeks' time, continue to support the artists. Them continue to stream, buy the
Mm,
music too, stream and buy it. DJs get the clean cuts. Artists, please make the clean cut them, make the clean edit them, make the radio friendly edit them as well.
yeah.
And again, just keep pushing, keep being focused, keep being blessed. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, Sasha. Any final words before we go?
Um, just please, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel because this is another platform as well that is going to help the community. So it's easy, it's free. Just click subscribe. Make sure that you guys share this because I feel like I'm gonna rewatch it again because you so influential. I said some stuff that is quite helpful as well, you know. And Follow UK Dancehall Review on Instagram. We're also here on YouTube, and we've got some new content coming for YouTube where we're going to do a day in the life of the artist, because I want everyone to know that the behind the artist, they are real people. They have real lives going on. It's not
Exactly.
just get up and do the pretty stuff, you know.
Exactly.
Follow us on Instagram at UK Dancehall Review, and be sure to check out my Instagram, forever_Sasha. And people, please support the artists. Support. It's not UK dancehall. It's not just about the artists. The producers, the vloggers, the hosts, the presenters, the promoters, the patron. Everybody, we need to work together, do our bit, and we can enjoy music so much more. You know. So yeah,
It's
and thank
definitely.
you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity.
So my pleasure. Thank you for coming here and sharing the truly superb gems you dropped. So again, folks, watch this back, share this video, share it around, spread it around. Make sure you're following Sasha on the platforms. The links will be in the description box below. So after you've clicked subscribe and you click the notification bell, click those links, follow her up, subscribe to her pages as well, and be tuned in, be locked in, be tuned in, because we have so much more coming. Give thanks. This is Doing It 365. I've been your host, so influential. This is the Flags 365 page. We're gone. Peace.
Bye.